don't let things be like a stumbling block, because you may fall and fall and fall, but keep getting back up. Because if you stay on the floor, I'm gonna keep beating you up. And it didn't eat the phrase. Don't when someone's down, don't hit them when they're down. What's the phrase?
Yeah, don't hit a person when they're down or something.
2020 kept hitting me when I was down. It didn't stop hitting me. I was
2020
down.
had no mercy,
it was
babe.
stomping
No
me out.
mercy.
And it's not finished.
It's not finished.
It said, you go ahead, yeah, go ahead, yeah, go ahead, yeah. That's what 2020 did.
For real, it didn't stop.
Alright guys, welcome to UI. This is a platform where we talk about issues that need to be discussed that no one's really talking about. Where today we've got two girls that I know personally. I'm really excited. This is Esther and this is Nissy. I've known these girls since primary school, and 2020 is a year of vision, a year of really looking back into things. The first question I want to ask is, what has 2020 been for you? What have you been noticing? And do you think this is a year of change, or do you think we're moving forward in the racial plight?
I feel like firstly, 2020 in general has been one of them years where once you go, there's no way back. Literally, like, it's proper mad when you think about it. Fam, you never thought that you would ever live a year like 2020. Even when you thought about the years coming in the future, you never thought it could get as bad as 2020 was. 2020 was fucking shit, mate. 2020 was shit. It's shittest year I've ever lived in my life. And trust me, I never thought that them shit years double could be 2020. 2020. This year's a joke. This year is a joke. But that's in general. For the racial side of 2020, I feel like we are going forward. And I'll tell you why. I feel like for so long, yeah, we wanted to blind ourselves with what was happening to us. We thought like, yeah, it's sad, but we can just go on, I feel like 2020 has been that year where it's shown us black people, yeah. I'm not even gonna use the people of color thing. I'm not gonna use that. No, you black people. It showed us black people that, fam, it's okay to not be okay. It's actually okay not to be strong. It's okay not to be like there, like, oh, like, I'm black and I'm proud. No, it's okay not to be okay with things that were done to you. To get it, and you need to open your eyes to that now. I feel like that's the very purpose of what 2020 brought for us.
Okay, Esther, what was your take on 2020?
My take would definitely be that it was very personal and individual when it came to this year, because it's crazy how, for example, like on Twitter, you'll see some people saying, 2020 was a blessing for me. This year was great. This year really helped me build myself. I'm thinking, we lived the same 2020? Because I'm really noticing that 2020 for me was a character builder, a filter of things that are toxic in my life and things I just didn't need it to be part of my life and my journey. But it was a rude awakening also, because it was a slap in the face of some of the things that I just didn't think was going to happen. And it's one of them things where you can't let it break you. You've just got to let it build you for real, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you don't laugh, you'll scream. So you just have to smile through it, laugh through it, and just see the positives where you can see the positives, because if we focus on the negativity of this year, we will actually just drop.
Honestly,
we can't do that because we've got plans, we've got things we need to do. We're 20 years old. We've got a long life to live. How can we just be buckling so soon? And you know what? Because this year is not over, it's not over for me. This year, I feel like it's got a blessing in disguise waiting for me. So I'm gonna claim it, I'm gonna manifest it. I'm not gonna let this year just carry on being how it's being. I can see that. And on the racial side of things, as Missy said, it was a year where we saw that we actually need to come together. And even though this year was personal and individual and everyone had their own experiences with this year, it also showed us as black people that we do need to come together, because we are facing very similar experiences and
throughout the diaspora.
Yeah, and when we bring it all together and we talk about what we've been through, we realize, wow, okay, you've been through this, I've been through this, and you've been through this.
Even at
if we
home,
come together,
bro.
even at home. And so it just shows that when we actually stand together, it makes a difference.
What would you say within the diaspora, as a black woman, you've had to experience? Like, we'll talk later about like outside influences, but do you feel like racism has kind of affected how black people interact with each other?
100%, because when you get told something, the same thing over and over and over again from people on the outside, you start believing it inside of yourself, and you start bringing that back out into the world. For example, you see, when you're raising a baby, if you keep showing that baby love, they're gonna put love out there. You show that baby abuse and hate, they're gonna put negativity and anger out there. So it's the fact that this world was showing us so much negativity, so much abuse, so much harassment, that we started believing it ourselves, even unconsciously, without knowing, and we started treating people who look like us the same way, because we're telling ourselves, if this is how they're treating us and these are the people in power, they must be doing it right, so let's treat each other the same way. And it's bringing one huge divide. And when people start waking up, being woke is a real thing. You're gonna realize you wasn't treating your brother or sister fair, and it's gonna have to change, because not even just at my age now, even younger, making the although you're childish and you're young, but you don't realize that you've been making these comments to people that you got. For example, even just braids, oh, your braids are like this, oh, your braids are not even nice, oh, just small comments like that, oh, your hair's short, oh, why is your curly hair so short, my curly hair's a bit longer, small things
My
like
curly
that.
hair's a bit straighter.
Oh, and then when you get older, you realize, oh yeah, there's 4C hair, there's 3C hair, we're all black.
Yeah. And to say that my hair's wavy or my hair's softer is to basically say, oh, I look the closest to white, so I'm the most valuable. It's very interesting how our interactions with each other can be changed by how outsiders perceive us. When shouldn't we be our own standard?
Exactly. And then when they're bottom of the barrel type men, and they're just in the process of making it, they're like, oh, black women should stand by us, you black women need to be there by our side and help build us.
Same men, they will call us roach.
The conversation.
Be there with us. Oh, black women should be supporting other black men. But as soon as they've made it, we're not ideal for them anymore. We don't fit the look. We're not the right look for them anymore. They have to
and so we don't sound bitter. I'm going to put this question to you, because someone will say bitter. I'm so ready for the comment section.
That's another thing as well. We're not bitter, man.
We're just honest.
You know what it is? When we date outside the race,
we feel the resentment. The resentment is there.
When we date outside the race, oh, you should be holding your black brothers up. Oh, you should be doing this. How come you're dating him? You shouldn't be with him. He's not this for you. He's not that for you. You would be better with me. When it comes to them, oh, they don't even let us. You see this drink that Esther's drinking? Show it. This drink right here. They don't let us sip none. Gee.
They don't even let us sit at the table.
No, they don't.
Oh yeah, look at my. They'll be like, oh yeah, look at my white bee. She's this, she's that. Blah, blah, blah. None of you black bitches.
Just look on Twitter. Twitter is scary, bro. Did we ask you?
What did we ask?
No! He's praising his girl, yeah? And he's saying, oh yeah, my girl's this. Look at her hair, look at her skin, look at everything. We're like, okay, yeah, well, deal with it. That's your wife, yeah. None of you black bitches. watching what you were
We weren't
doing.
checking for you.
Them
You're the one
posting
who decided.
a white person, a white female. I'm like, this is how black women think they look. This is how they try.
This is how they
look.
try and look. You told you that I'm trying to look like Kim K.
Why can't you just love her? Like, why does it? I must be comparison.
Why do I have to be compared? But you don't get compared.
Exactly.
Now explain to me, because we're asking too much of why you comparing us. We need to start asking them, why you not comparing her?
Yeah.
It's never white girls should.
Yeah.
It's never white girls could never.
We do it, it's ghetto. They do it, it's edgy and trendy. As soon as they do it, okay, this is acceptable.
Fam, I
But
seen
it's 'cause-
one ridiculous thing on Twitter the other day. White girls wait. Do you know what Y2K is, innit? Do you know what Y2K is? The whole you know that whole aesthetic in the 2000s with baggy pads,
Yeah.
crop tops,
Yeah.
all of them, baby fat and all of that. Cool. These lots are trying to say that white girls made Y2K.
Wow.
Insane.
Like the TLC look.
Yeah.
Nah.
The Missy Elliott.
Missy,
look,
nah.
The Diddy looks.
They're trying it.
Y2K, they made that.
But but there's history behind that. If you do your research, you find there's culture behind it. There's history.
But we are constantly erased. Erasure is a real thing.
Yeah.
Black women's erasure is a real thing. Like sometimes it seems like it's on purpose. Like who they even in movies who they like try to hire, like they will actively be like, okay, do we have to hire a dark skinned woman? How can we get around hiring a dark skinned woman? It's like even for Nina Simone. I don't know if you saw who they cast for Nina Simone, but they cast an Afro Latino, very light skin, to play a role that
looks like us. Someone that looks like us.
Excuse me?
They're getting a girl that looks
not
like
even
us.
us.
Steph London.
Viola Davis aesthetic, like very chocolate, even more chocolate than us. Rich chocolate skin,
I guess if they go and get
almost mixed race looking.
Steph London.
Yeah, basically. And then they put a fake nose on her. They put it was a hot ass mess. It was a hot ass mess. It was so scary.
Stop.
Yeah. And
Wherever you are, yeah, I'm so sorry, bro.
yeah, it's so rude.
I am so
It's so
sorry.
unfortunate.
Wow.
It's so unfortunate.
So
Because
sorry.
to them,
Like,
that's what sells.
That's what
That's
sells.
what sells. That's what, and it's crazy because that's what's actually gonna sell. That's
Yeah.
what people are actually gonna want to look at. But it's
this
mad.
world, we are very
People
stupid.
boycotted it nicely. Black women managed to boycott that nicely. The film didn't make a lot of money. We're tired.
No, they're tired.
But it's even like with rappers. We have rappers like Lil Wayne and 50 Cent. I don't know if you heard what they said, but they in an interview they talked about how they only they mainly like exotic women, and you just can't find that look in the hood. So basically talking about like black women. I'm paraphrasing it. Might have been slightly worse than that, but we move.
It's just bad enough.
What was your do you feel like that's like a constant narrative in society? Do you feel like in the black community you're not considered exotic, but ironically in other communities you'd be considered exotic?
Yeah.
I read somewhere it was like, look at all your favorite TV shows and tell me if you see someone that looks like you. And it was really true. I really reflected back and I thought about all my favorite TV shows and all my favorite movies and said, there's no one that looks like me. Recently, now, present, there's no one that looks like me. Anything that's trending now, all the new series that be trending on Netflix, if you look at it, you'll see the common light-skinned best friend, the best friend. Never a dark-skinned girl starring the series that's trending or that's
They
popular.
don't even get
Never.
no dark skinned girls, blood.
Never.
They
don't
don't get no
bother.
dark skinned girls.
They don't bother to
They always
cast
get the lightly ones, but you know, cause you know the whole thing in the community where it's like there's lighties that you get that are more white, and there's lighties that you get that are more black.
Yeah, because you can just be light skin and black, or you can be light skin and mixed race.
Right.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah. And it's like they get the ones that are more like on their side of the spectrum. Yeah, we'll just throw them a bone, but we'll get the best.
Like a digestible black.
Yeah.
A black they can handle that doesn't look
Yeah,
political
like
to
a black
them.
That's not like I'm black,
Yeah.
because they can't stand to be on the same level as us. That's all it is.
They don't know how to deal with seeing a confident black woman. It's intimidating for them, and that's just the truth. They're intimidated by a confident black woman because they see, if they look deeper and they realize they actually see value in a confident black woman because we're powerful.
Yeah,
We're very
they
powerful.
see it, but they
We're
don't want to
intelligent,
acknowledge it. Can't believe that she's better than me. I just can't believe it.
So when they keep pushing the narrative that light skins are better or white women are better to look at, it sells better, all these type of narratives.
And we only use you niggas for sex.
Even mixed race people have dealt with this colorism from white America. Like white America, I don't know if it happens a lot in the UK, but it probably does as well. A good example with this is I don't know if you ever watched Sister, a really good show.
Yeah.
Tia and Tamara said that they wanted to do a magazine. They didn't say which magazine, but some people think it might have been like one of those like really like teen magazines. And when they were 16, and they literally told them like, you're not the look, like you're not sellable to white America. Yeah, and they're mixed race and they're like the consumable black. So why would we have a chance?
Literally, we have no hope. You know? For real.
This lady just finished.
She was crying recently about it, like it would traumatize her. But then we need to think, if that traumatized this very successful mixed woman who is very considered relatively valuable in society through like European standards, what do you think the average black kid, what trauma do you think the average black kid goes through?
No, we go through so much trauma that we don't even realize that we're going through trauma.
We could even talk about our high school experiences, because
Gee. Oh my days.
They're so normal what we
Bro.
go through. It's standard.
If I start,
that
we'll
we
be
don't
here all
realise.
day. We'll see the sun go
It's
down.
been normalized for us to be treated like this. Normalized.
Imagine, year 10, yeah? My G behind the camera can verify this one, yeah? Cool. We're in art. Imagine we're 15, 16 years old, yeah? So, like, when you're a child, like, you can let it pass because maybe you won't really realize what's going on. When you're a bit older, you're starting to realize that these people are moving a bit fugazi, like.
very harmful.
Cool. We're in art, year 10. That's 15, 16 years old, yeah? I don't even think it was year 10. I think it was year 11.
Yeah, it was year
I
11.
know it was year 11 because it was before the art exam.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my days. Cool. We're just painting, drawing, doing whatever the fuck we're doing for our GCSEs or whatever. You're 11, you know. You're 16, you know. Doing whatever for our GCSEs or whatever.
The popo are really out here.
He starts talking about black people physique. No, this is how we started the conversation. First, yeah, I want to talk to you. I'm going to talk to them. First, yeah, are the components of what colors go into black skin. And then he goes, I don't believe that black can go into skin. He's saying reds and blues and yellows and blah, 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 that will make brown. But black itself can't go into skin because someone just can't have black in them. They just can't. Then he went on to go start talking about our physique. But black people, they're built like this, so they're better, like, they're not really good swimmers, are they, because of the way they're built and blah, 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 blah. But that's why they're better on land, because their bones are like this and blah, 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 blah.
Very get out-ish.
Literally.
Very Get
so
Out-ish,
Get
yeah.
Out. And when I thought about it, when I was watching Get Out, yeah, I thought about it and I was like, fam, I feel like I've been through this before. Mum's life, like, literally like the brother in Get Out, like, he was just like, yeah, and then you're built like this, and then if you really pushed yourself to the limit, literally, these are the, I'm not even saying Get Out script, I'm saying these are the words that he said to us, bro.
Yeah.
If you really push yourself to the limit, you stop there. Then, this nigga had the cheek. The cheek. So, I really thought about it, and I thought about the, I thought about the, the build-up that I was saying that black people have, and I really thought like black people, they're inherently violent. This nigga said black people are inherently violent. To which all of us went,
Tell them what happened.
we were like, what? Ariola asked him to repeat it again. That nigga repeated it again.
He did it. He said it again.
Oh my days.
That when you ask someone to repeat something, that's someone you basically saying try it. You better try it right now. And he tried it. He happily tried it.
No, he didn't try. He did.
He did it.
He did it.
He did it.
He's just capable. He's capable. This guy, fam. Oh my days. I was like, Ariola, you know Ariola is very passionate. So she's like, can't say that. What you talking about? What are you talking about? And some matrix girl that was in our class earlier as well. He's like, nah, sir, yeah, you're taking the piss. You can't say that. I literally just went to him. Said, you're calling us inherently violent, but you come from the race that took over the world. How did you do that?
Let's talk about
You killed and you raped and pillaged, did you not, sir? And he nicely went back into his shell, didn't he? He went from racist.
You know what he did? He's like, oh, well, got a point. But honestly, it's white people are the inherently violent ones.
Just
oh my god.
fam.
Just like that.
Oh my god. It's crazy because they really go day to day thinking
I
this
forgot
type
what
of
comment that
thing.
he said. Oh, how can I forget this one? This was the worst one. The first time I saw the black person in this country,
When he was little, yeah.
I looked at my mum and said, Mum, why is it so dirty? Said they used to go up, him and his brothers and all of that, they used to go up to black kids and try and rub their faces.
Wow.
And this is the UK.
This in the UK. And ask me how old that guy must have been. That guy must have been like 46. So that means he can't be born later than 1974. Bro, if you think, bro, that's our parents' age. My mum's 45, you know. And my mum's considered a young mum. So if you think that your teachers were little kids, they were thinking that when they were little kids, what do you think they're going to teach their children? And their children, and their children's children, and their children's children's children? Huh?
How is progress gonna come?
It's not coming. That's why we need to start doing our own thing. That's why we need to start doing our own.
Having our own awards, our own
awards,
gassing up
standards.
ourselves,
We
yeah.
need to stop living by white people's standards. But they ain't gonna do shit for us.
Look at Jewish people. They have the whole.
They don't fuck
own
with no
community.
one.
They have their own ambulance system. They have their own police system. They have their
They
own.
don't give a shit
They have
because they
their own
realize this
law.
shit.
And they respect themselves.
Yeah.
They don't let people disrespect them, which is right.
This is how much they poisoned our mind, yeah. It'll be something small like a black-owned business. Yeah. And you will hear a black person say, I can't really spend my money on that business because it's not that good. It's not going to be of quality. It's not going to be of good quality. The orders won't be correct, or this won't be correct, or this won't be correct. But you've never tried it out. But when you go and order a fucking, what's that Jeff Bezos niggas thing, Amazon. When you go and order off Amazon, with the amount of mistakes that Amazon do on a daily, you will never hear it come out of your mouth that Amazon is a shit company to buy from.
That's a great point. Because it's inevitable that a company will make mistakes. It's just how they handle it and if you get
Right.
what you need to get.
As soon as you know it's black owned, oh, I can't do that.
I can't do that. They're not serious enough. They're not this enough. They're not.
So it won't even get the funding. And I feel like I want to even proceed with a question connected to that because that's a very interesting point. A lot of the time they will use black faces to sell their products. There's been times I thought a product was black owned, later to find out it's white owned, specifically hair products, food products. Why am I seeing Jemima on it? Why am I seeing, what's the other guy, Uncle with the rice, Uncle Ben? But it's not black, that's not a black, none of these are black companies. The only company that's black that I can say, do you know reggae sauce? That is one from us. But other than reggae sauce, if they see, because Dragon's Den, yes. Yes, not the reggae. Oh,
How old are you?
20.
How long ago did you turn 20? July.
July.
Cool. We just said Uncle Ben's is not black. She was shocked. 20 years old.
How long?
That's not going into a black family's pocket. And this is the thing with these products, there is generational wealth behind it. Being a business owner, there's generational wealth. So then you're putting this idea like, oh, this is a black product. Excited, you take it. You think it's extra seasoned. Obviously,
Honestly,
my drinkers that are watching this, this goes out to my alcoholics, yeah, the ones liver destroyed. This is for you, Jack Daniels. Do you know a black man was part of making the ingredients for Jack Daniels? Basically, he made the ingredients for Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels was like, yeah, I'll make a business deal, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Jack Daniels been going on for years, yeah. He doesn't even get a fraction of what they earn. A fraction. Not him, not his family, not his generations behind him. And think how long Jack Daniels has been about, bro.
we're paying for people's grandkids to become rich.
off our backs. But even black outrage is profitable.
It's insane. They profit off us all the time.
And the point of black-owned business is to create some generational wealth in the community.
That's what it is. That's what it's for.
Because we don't have none of that.
To have the money circulating in our communities. We've had like in America they had Black Wall Street, but it got burnt down.
Yeah.
Because we can't have nothing good.
We're not allowed. And then we're inherently violent. It's like, bro.
Thank you. This is why Mr. Muncaster, wherever you are, yeah, you're a fucking prick. Hear that?
Yeah, you're outing him well.
Okay.
Outed.
I'm outing you, babe.
Oh, we thought he was liberal. Now this is what's funny. Sometimes the people you think are liberal just because they're not super conservative, Bram, they're the dangerous ones too.
Get out.
Get out was about liberals. It wasn't even about conservatives. So that's even scary. The people that are meant to be on your side, they're not even on your side. He was an art teacher, bro. He was a literal art teacher. You're meant to be. What are you talking? Oh,
Something more conservative, like an English teacher.
yeah.
Jeez.
That's
Not a fucking art
insane.
teacher.
These are people that we have to share our communities with, be around. They're teaching us.
They're
Teaching
teaching
our
us. They're
kids.
looking after us. Apparently, they're equipped to look after us.
And they're
The
more
people that are
likely to get
instilling
the job.
self-hate into you, making you seem like you're the violent one and they're the perfect ones. And
It's
blah, 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 blah.
insane.
Fam, these are the people that you're letting look after your children. Say no more.
In year 11, so when
Continue
I think
feeding
back,
your money into you. Why
being in
convenience?
year 11, I would class myself still young and not yet fully like programmed into how the world works. So hearing something like that can be so detrimental.
That ideology, yeah.
Even that you could have believed that. Let's say if you're not even like smart enough, you don't really think for yourself.
No critical thinking, yeah.
No critical thinking, and then you hear stuff like that, you think, wow, he's got a point.
Fam, even the way we're portrayed to be older than the white kids. Never thought about that.
Sexualized, yeah.
Fam. Hold this. And I know you saw this because you went to a white school. G. Esther, when you used to wear your skirt, the sun was nice like this. Last summer's day. When you used to wear your skirt, how short did you used to wear it? No, show them. Here, yeah? Here. So, for here, we'll be getting sent home. We'll be getting tights from, we'll even be getting seclusion. We have got seclusion for pencil dress. You see me? I'm not even curvaceous. I'm very pencil-like. But I got sent in seclusion for a pencil skirt. But the white girls, white girl skirts, yeah, were allowed to be here. Out like this. Literally here. They don't say nothing. Even when our boys used to get in trouble, yeah, us it's always like, oh, you're older, you're wiser, you should know better, you should this, you should this. Their kids, he's just young, he just made a little mistake.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Even with serious, like that 17-year-old boy the other week in America that shut up all them people.
They were talking about mental health, talking that he's nice. What did he clean the wall or something? Hot ass mess.
Trump's son, yeah, said that, he was just doing what normal 17-year-old kids would do.
Excuse me. To you maybe.
But let it be one of us now.
Even the fact of the silence. You know what I want to talk about? The silence. I feel like white people are given more chances than black people. they're giving a they're giving a blank slate.
They are.
And for a great example of that is Prince Andrew. I'm not gonna say what I think he is, but Prince Andrew looks very. I'm gonna say he looks very compromised in the situation we're seeing in the news, and they're still focusing on Meghan and Harry. And you know they're focusing on Meghan and Harry because Meghan's mixed race. Let's stop it.
100%.
Have a whole potential. I'm saying potential and reported pedophile in your family, but the news and everyone allegedly. But the news and everyone is focusing on this actress from America, this mixed race actress from America. It's very sketchy.
What she's doing to the royal family, and oh my God, it's going to end if she marries our
They even created a term Mexit. They were so excited. Meghan exit. They were so excited for it.
Exit.
How and Britain's Got Talent recently. We'll bring it back to the UK news, okay? So Britain's Got the recent news, yes. We have diversity, a great group, very diverse group, great dancing. They do a performance and they make basically the end of it a sprinkle of political. They talk about 2020 in general, which we are talking about today, the madness of it. And obviously Black Lives Matter was involved in that because Black Lives Matter has been very influential and relevant, just relevant in 2020. Apparently they got, I think it was actually like 10k or 20k complaints.
Babe, complaints.
And they sent it to like the head, I think it's Ofqual or something, like the head of like TV, where you can report things if you don't like it. Yeah, Ofcom, yes. Thank you. And loads of people said it was racist. That why is it on this is racist? To talk about this is racist. Some people just said it's not needed. No, children don't need to see this. This is disturbing. But then I want to ask, like, if it's disturbing to watch, how is it how disturbing is it to experience racism?
We're not anti-white, we're pro-black. That's just the simple. We're not anti-white, we don't hate y'all. We just want to be treated better. Like they love to say all lives matter. All lives don't matter. If it did, we wouldn't have to say Black Lives Matter. If all lives matter, we would be going through what we're going through. If you really care,
why would we march in a pandemic?
Why?
We'd mind our business. Like
The cheek of them to even come out with all lives matter. This is the first time I saw that. One is to box someone in the face. What is life? What do you mean all lives matter? They don't.
The best example, someone said this example on Twitter, and it was like, it's like going to a woman with breast cancer and being like, why are you talking about your breast cancer? Prostate cancer matters. And it's like, but what are you trying to say? Like, I don't know. Why are you talking? Yeah, like, I'm talking about my issue. Like, what? So my address the issue at the time. Like, what? In society, throughout the times we've been like socialized to believe that racism has ended, or it's like at the end, like we're at the finish line of progression. I remember when Obama came out, fam, even British people like kind of looking at us like, you've made it, you guys have made it, you actually in good positions. You get me? No, fam, the country that used to have slaves, they had a mixed race president, they had a black president. So they were like, yeah, you just you've got what you've got. You're happy. Don't talk about race. Don't even try. In fact, we're getting racism because in white countries, the black man in power. Do you get me? It's mad.
Yeah.
And it's like, as soon as Obama left, who came?
Trump.
It was like an overcorrection, a deep overcorrection.
You go let that happen?
And Trump has been, he has been awarded. Well, not awarded. He was nominated.
For the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes.
Literally, that's what I said.
A lot of people are learning stuff. If you don't watch your news, we're gonna give you tea today.
You getting it today, honey.